Okay, guys, I just want to make sure that I am live everywhere where I need to be live and that everything is working fine. Please let me know, guys. Please let me know. Please let me know if there are any issues with the live, if there are any problems, if you can't hear me, if the sound is off, if something is happening. Please let me know so that I can remedy it and check it out while we are here, because you guys are my eyes and ears while we're live right now. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Overthinking Football Show, first one of the new year. Welcome, guys. Okay, so we are still in AFCON mode. We are still looking after Bafana, as you can see. It's Tenga Makit for those abati asi support Bafana. We are here. My name is George Mokwena. I am your host, and this, of course, is a watch along because if Chiefs, Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns, Bafana Bafana are in action, we are here. We'll be watching the games live. Remember, it is a very interactive show. You are able to tell me exactly what you think about what you're seeing, and you do that by pressing the multi-guest button at the bottom of your screen that has a blue figure hugging a pink figure. You click on that, I let you in. We have a discussion about whatever we're seeing, and how it works is that at halftime, I'm going to let 5 people in. We're going to have a discussion about what we've seen. You guys are going to be my analysts. Then if we get to 25K likes, I'll be able to keep it open in the second half where everybody who's listening will be able to jump in and give me a word or two of how you're feeling about the game and what is happening here. But as you know, over here, Samtando Bruce.
I love him so much. Yeah, I love him so much. So much. Hugo Bruce guiding Bafana into the knockouts for another time. That is what we're looking at over here when we're playing a team that was coached by him before. He won this tournament in 2017, coaching Cameroon to the title. So Nakona, they've got that little bit of connection to the team. Now, when you look at these two teams, South Africa number 61 in the world, and then number 11 in Africa, and Cameroon number 57 in the world, and number 10 in Africa. As it stands, well, from the group stages, they finished number 2 in their group in Cameroon. 3 games played, 2 wins, 1 draw. They scored 4 goals and they conceded 2 for a grand total of 7 points. And Bafana Bafana, on the other hand, also finished number 2, 3 games played, 2 wins, 1 loss. They scored 5 goals. They conceded 4 for a grand total of 6 points. Then in the last 5 games altogether, Bafana Bafana has had 4 wins and 1 loss. Last game out being a 3-2 win versus Zimbabwe. Maybe just start this timer. Zimbabwe, Abomdara. They helped us out. So then before that, the 1 loss that we have in the last 5 games comes from Egypt, 1-0 before that on the 26th of December. Cameroon, on the other hand, have 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss for their last 5 games. Last game out being a win versus Mozambique. Before that, they drew 1-1 with the current holders of this tournament, Ivory Coast, in their group games. Then, in the last 5 games that Bafana Bafana has played, or last 4, there's been no wins for Cameroon. Then there's been 3 draws and 1 win for South Africa in the last 4. But the last time Cameroon beat us was allegedly 1992. Starting lineups: Epasi in goal for Cameroon. You've got Malone, Koto, Tolo, Chamedou, Ebong, Baleba, Yongwa, Mbwemu, Namaso, and Kofane as the starting lineup for Cameroon. Then, of course, for South Africa, you have Williams in goal, Mbogazi, Ngezana, and then CBC makes it into the team as well as Ukabini with Mudau, then Mokwena, Obas, Mofokeng, Apolis, and Foster. So you might say that this is a very defensive team that is being played by Hugo Bruce, because of course you do have Ungezana, you have Mudau, you have Ukabini, you have CBC, and you have Obas on that pitch at the same time, as well as, why did I forget Mbogazi? It's Mbogazi, it's Ngezana, it's Mudau, it's Kabini, it's CBC, it's Obas. There we go. Those are the defensive sixes. And then, of course, we'll see 1 minute in. Remember, the timer is right there. Hey, guys, how are you feeling, guys? Tell me what you think the score is going to be.
I'm scared, but I'll tie the liver.
I'll tie the liver. So, Cameroon came into this tournament, with a huge problem.
Obviously, Samuel Eto'o won the presidency of the FA that side, and there was a lot of fighting that happened in-house where Coach Wakona was fired, but the coach said he's picking people, and he wanted to bring in Bo Abubakar, Bo Onana, and then Samuel Eto'o said, we've got a new coach, Ukona, Dallas Impenchile for 6 months, and they've picked a new team that is really wanting to perform in this tournament to show themselves. Mbeumo Laba, Manchester United's Mbeumo, and players like that are coming into the tournament very hungry. This Cameroon team loves to go wide. They love playing the wide ball. Oh, Ngezana. Oh, Foster getting to the ball there, heading it wide. They love to play wide. They love to go long. They love to be very vertical. They love to cross the ball, which is maybe why Hugo Bruce has chosen to go with the back three, where you can give Umbogazi, you can give Ungezana some flexibility to go a little bit wide and sort of allow that center to be protected. Then, of course, you've got the wide defensive presences, which is Ukabini. Kabini is probably going to help out quite a bit defensively. So you're probably going to see a back four a lot of the time. But it's going to be very interesting to see how they play this game. Again, in the middle, Obas coming in, which is something that I advocated for, to say, look, guys, as good as he was in the last tournament, he's been a little bit off that pace, a little bit coming into this one and in the games that we've seen. Maybe you need somebody who's just going to sit, guys. Who's just going to sit and is going to say, guys, hambani mokwena pusha, do what you need to do. I'm going to sit back. Very interesting that finally we kind of get rid of the 10. In terms of how Bruce has been playing. Umbule has looked a little bit lost at times because our football is predicated on sort of bypassing that 10 position. We're going long. We're looking for very long balls. So by the time the ball gets into that final third, it's tough. Unzima, as you can see, there's the long ball I'm talking about. So I guess Bruce said, hey, why have a 10? When you could just play the front three, pressure them from the sides, have Foster in, and then Mokwena can also have a little bit of freedom to be maybe the 10-ish, 8-ish player that we're looking for here. What's also very interesting is that centrally, Cameroon is not very good at attacking the center of your defense. So Usibisi, even though he's slow, even though we know how he plays, a little bit more physical, he's not going to face that much trouble down the center. The problem are going to be with the two 10s that Cameroon plays, which is Mbeumo and I believe it's Namaso. Is it Namaso on the other side? No, Kofane on the other side. So they played a 2-10 system, which is predicated on trying to make the game go a little bit wider. But we'll see what's going to happen. Here comes Obas playing the ball through to Foster. Foster getting his first. Oh boy, showing a little bit of that strength, but he's not allowed to recover that ball. Bullet didn't even deserve to be selected. Edward. Cameroon captain must be targeted. Yes, the Cameroon captain got a yellow card within the first 2 minutes. Hey, Stanza, killer. What's good, bro? That's my cousin. We can only hope Mokwena is not injured. No, Tebza is there. Tebza's fine. Evening, O team. Fukeng got a chance. Yeah, look, I think what you want from Fukeng in this game is that once you've got that back five solidity, it's a player, Fukeng is a player that you can trust to go and take players on 1v1. So I think Bruce is doing what he was doing last tournament, where you would have a front three of Mahopa, Percy and Zwane, and he'd play those balls over, and Umfukeng and Apolis give you the sort of internal mobility that allows them to come inside and get the ball, that allows them to go wide and have the ball. And Umfukeng specifically, when you play those long balls, that's what he does. That's what we do. That's what they do, go Pirates. Playing those long balls into the area, having him face his defender 1v1. That's where you see the strength of Umfukeng, especially when he's taking people on. So Uprus, I think, went, you know what, I'm abandoning this 10. Let me just play these two 8-ish, 10-ish wings and put Cameroon under pressure that way. We're probably going to see Ulal Foster dropping back quite a bit to try and assist and play that ball in. But Ritabona, guys, like I said,
I'm scared, but I'll tie the liver.
Fukeng! Oh, he hits it over. Oh, Mfukeng. There's number 10. Lau Foster ducks that ball. Vukeng played through, and he just hits it over President Number 2000. Guys, what have I been telling you? What have I been telling you about the movement that Bafana normally has? Have your striker track the central defender and have your two running in behind. We saw that similar motion when Umburemi got his goal that was denied, and now we're seeing it here. This is what you need to do in order to activate Abo Apolis, in order to activate Abo Mfukeng. OT, you're not scared. Imagine Gezana and CBC. No, they're going to have cover. Look, what I'm seeing here is that obviously Mudau can help out with Gezana quite a bit, plus CBC, and then of course Bogazi can go wide with Ukabini. And if you get into a tough space, you can always bring Ukabini back and maybe play a back four. Or oh, there's the ball. Hi guys. Kabini. Another chance. Oh, this Cameroon defense is asleep. You have to take advantage. We can't be repeating what we did versus Zimbabwe, where there was space. And then when they realized that Bafana Bafana loves playing space ball, when they realized that Bafana Bafana thrives in space, they went back into a 4, back into a 5, and they started closing down everything. We have to take these advantages, man. Hey! Can't be missing those things, man. How? I like we're creating, says Sanfaneto. Relay should put his nerves aside and focus. I tell you what's happening. I know what's going on. Look, again, when we played Zim in the last game, we played a team that doesn't mind counter-attacking. We played a team that doesn't mind throwing players forward. So this is also a situation where Cameroon really trusts that defense with Ukoto and I think it's Utolo on the other side. So we're going to get a lot of opportunities running in. But what you don't want to do is for them to wake up. In that Zimbabwe game, we scored that goal. Then Zim did the 1-1. Then they were like, okay, we can reset now and become a little bit more frustrating for this Bafana team. So in these early stages, you have to take your chances. You have to take your chances. 2 chances, and we let them be, says MK. It should be 3. Mfuke Nkabini and the header from Lyle. Be careful of the overload. Be careful. Debza, relax, boy. You've got cover. Relax, boy. I hope we don't lose this momentum, says Wendy. 2 good chances. We didn't take them. Speaky says we will. Oh, Speaky Wiki we says we'll rue these missed chances. The Cameroon defense is full of holes. Fukeng is on fire, says Junior Lubisi. Can I say, guys, I'm looking for 25,000 likes. Second half, I'm going to let everybody come in and have a save of their own. Cameroon in the box. Cameroon in the box. Cut back. Oh. Don't let them gain confidence, guys. Don't let them gain confidence. Boni Bafana. Boni Bafana. Yeah, second half, Ngobo. If we can, Ngobo and Bonkos, if we can get to 25,000 likes, second half, I'm going to allow everybody who wants to come in. I'll give you a minute or 2 to just tell me what you're thinking about whatever it is. But Tingeza, look, you just have to watch CBC in this game. I think Bruce made sure that defensively there's people. See what I was saying about where Lau Foster's picking up that ball? That's what Mahupa was killing teams with. Was killing the teams with last tournament. Cameroon Runoi Tsabafela, says Muledi. Well, to be fair, Cameroon is ranked higher. Cameroon is 4 places ahead of us in the world, 1 place ahead of us in Africa. Why are you tatazeling bafo? Hey, venile ukalaso. Siyagichima sigichime sibe mnandi silithathe siyenze zonke lezi zinto singakori. Then bathi 1 chance, then it becomes a tough game. I think going long has its perks. Lal needs to compete and hunt for the second ball. I'm just glad that Hugo Bruce has gone back to the type of long ball we were playing before. The long ball, is a long ball that Pirates plays, right? And what's tough about the long ball in the AFCON is that, number one, they don't give you the time to get back. Like PSL teams tend to go to sleep at times. So a lot of these teams are of a quality that they're not going to allow you to go and play that long ball and win unless you played early. But then also it's a physical game. So Apolis and Fukeng are smaller. Nkotha is a smaller player. So if you play that long ball out wide, it's tough. But if you can activate Foster and say, oh, Foster is going to be the physical guy, you don't even need to necessarily win the first ball. You just need to, I don't know how to put it, you just need to be a nuisance enough that ball, as soon as you get it, it bobbles. And then Abu Mfukeng and Abu Apolis can pick up those scraps, which Zwane and Percy were really good at doing. Really good at doing last time. So you're watching the type of runs that Mfukeng is trying to do, right? You're watching how he's waiting for Lyle to go and drag a defender so he can come in behind, run in behind. That's what you need to do. Guys are not Kadi long ball with no purpose. Leave it. Oh, okay, he's on. He's on. Is he on? Is he on? He's off. He should have left it. Lau Foster puts it into the back of the net. Guys, how nabatu, guys? Nobody's home there at the back. How nabatu, guys? Ay. How nabatu? That back two. Yo, please take advantage of that back two before it becomes a three. Yo, Banutu, Koto, Notolo. Yo, they're so, Clearly off, Gavin and Fukeng are lacking match sharpness, football manager language. Yes, the relay missed that chance there. And then also, oh, wait, are we checking? No, the check is done. The check is done, never mind. Maybe, Ntate Motsepe would say, hey. But guys, as it looks like now, it looks like Bafana Bafana are comfortable in this game. But we need to take advantage. But it does look like
Amasalata Sengeleni.
Ay man, Pagi salati kahle. Oh, we're gonna rue these chances if we don't score. I needed that moment to tell you something. No, second half, it's the rules. Tin says we'll score. That's what we said at first when we were playing Zim, and Zim changed on us. Melvin, that's what I'm scared of. That's what I'm scared of.
I see the 40.
That's the Kotsi. That's the Kotsi I'm seeing. That Cameroon is going to wisen up. Because right now, even when you look at it, I guess what Hugo Bruce has done incredibly well in this game or in this lineup that he's chosen. Imagine trying to beat both of them. It's frustrating Cameroon. They're unable to play the wide game that they normally play. So they love playing very wide. They love being vertical. But every time they try and go long, you think that you're going to catch Sailor out. But Ungazana is still there and is still the three. And then up top, when we're attacking, they're leaving in a two, and still you can't do anything because Kabin is available on that side, Mudau is available on that side. So he's compressed this Cameroon team, and this Cameroon team they don't seem to know how to play up the middle. They don't know how to play up the middle, so their whole midfield is just running around in circles, and the two at the back are left bare, and the two up front are left bare. So, hey, look, this is a very good tactical change from Bruce. But you have to take advantage, or else it means nothing. That's the thing, or else it means nothing. Gavin is playing for Cameroon, says Wendy. Ronwen. Futumetsi. Cameroon has no answer for Relay, says Levi. When they wake up, I see they haven't come across, they haven't woken up yet. We're looking good tonight. 4 chances, one of them look offside, says Bongs. Wait. We'll win this game. Bodlela so clean, says Wesh. Mong Mabu says we really need to score before they wake up. See, now watch what they're starting to do. They're starting to make sure that there's 4 at the back at all times. Then they're structuring the front 2. Like I said, they've got 2 10s and not necessarily a striker. Mbwemu plays more like a 10. Right? So that's why BC is not going to be under that much pressure when we're in defensive structure zone, when we're soaking up the pressure. Right? But now they're going 10 with the 1 runner. What's going on? Oh. Shame. Is it a muscle injury? Jeez, man. You never want to see one of those, man. Yo, wala, Malone. Hare boy. Hare boy. I think it's one of those soft ones, man. You know those ones that you get with just like a groin out of the blue. We really need to score. Cameroon is shaky, says Bongs. Really looks good. Foster needs to be sharp this game, says Patrick. McManny says the build-up is solid. I like it. Are they going to wake up though? Look, Zim woke up. Zim woke up after we scored, and they woke up even further when they. Oh no, he seems to be fine. Is he fine? Is Malone okay? Malone is okay. It looks like he's okay. Drama ekana. Oh, they were just bakukumoya. Yeah, they were saying that it's tough.
Otakula, mudimu uentse metsi. Inwa metsi utakula pilu itatutumela. Otakula.
Pilu nense itutumela, but we need to calm it down somehow. But look at how they're doing the 4 now. Watch the 4 now. Don't lose the intensity, guys. The power has come from the counter. If they low block, it becomes very tough. Sail across the ball. Yo. Sail across the ball. Okay, we need to improve on the passing. Better than most games. Our left back is the weakest link. He's running away. This is someone smelling disaster. Where are you watching OT? I'm watching it on 202 on TV. The soundboard is the one, guys. The soundboard is the one. Soundboard is the one.
What happened to you?
I don't know what the fuck happened. These people just showed up from nowhere and started doing their shit on me.
That's what the relay's been doing to them. No, they took a water break. Tournament football at any level needs you to be clinical. Love Obas though, says Ustanza. The Foster must react faster in the box. Love the midfield combination, says Tyler. Our crosses are so bad. We don't cross. Yeah, no, Malone. Harisan. No, Yongwa. Kiyongwa. Oh, he's already changing. Nakida has come onto the pitch for Cameroon. Oh, I thought it was Malone that was down. Mudiba in second half. OT, what is working in the midfield now? No, it's not. It's space. So you saw through that passage, they were just allowing us to have that ball. You need to be quick, guys. You need to be quick. Sailor. Oh, hey. You need to counter. Please don't slow down the ball. When are we going to play faster, guys? Substitutions already. Man, there was somebody who was injured. Mara, it looks like it was, I thought it was Malone. Kantiki Yongwa. Should be list. Yeah, no, it's Yongwa. Okay, yeah, it's Yongwa. Tata Zelamdao is world class, no ways. Tole is not there. That's what's working. Nah, it's space. They can't space that midfield, Cameroon. We should be putting pressure. I need to see more of Apolis in this game because is it Ukoto, captain? He's already on a yellow. Mbwemo. Have you seen how Ahmad, Mbwemo and those guys, they're enjoying their time away from Manchester United? Sorry, Man United fans. There's the crosses that they wanted. Talk, guys. Nifa, if a mover, you can't be covering the same man. Counter. Verpost. Dankie, Sailor. Verpost. Danko. It's overwhelming them. The 5 is overwhelming them. I hope Bruce has done his research. I
love him so much. Yeah, I love him so much.
Bruce has done his research, man. Mudau doing show me a number. Best right back in Africa. I missed Tapelomren. Oh, Matrapa. Actually, Matrapa could have been great. Oswin never wants to take a player on 1v1. SA doing things Mbule failed to do all his career. Maracais is unfair. Let's not be unfair. I'm a person who's questioned Mbule before, but from the moment he was chosen, I don't think he's the type of 10 that Bafana Bafana and Hugo Bruce likes. Obana di half winger tse ke tsona. Di half winger tse bo rile bo Mfukeng, bo rile bo Apolis. That's rather a better profile for this team. Hey, Hugo cooked with the 5. Damn, Bruce is who he thinks he is. He complains a lot. He does. Although I say he complains a lot. I don't like Bruce complaining, because if these things that you're talking about are real things, then you are supposed to, your association is meant to send official complaints. It doesn't help to speak in the media. It doesn't help. It doesn't help to tell the media that, no, we're 45 minutes away from the training ground. No, we're training where Morocco's head, where Morocco is having their base camp, so they're watching us train. Those are things that are meant to be handled by your association. Telling the media and getting people angry is not going to do anything. Aisha, we're playing well in this first half, says Vincent. Love bite, guy. OT, why do you think that Sailor's always looking to recycle the ball instead of playing the ball forward? He's never been Sailor, even when you watch him at Sundowns. Like, I was joking now that Sailor crossed the ball. He hardly ever does that. Sailor's usually, if he's playing defensively, he plays the ball back. If he goes forward, he looks to cut it back, or he looks to play it back and then sort of run in, like you're saying, recycling the ball. So Sailor has never been an attacking threat out and out, which is why the balance has been Umrena, because Matrapa then can do the things that you want Sailor to do at the top, and Sailor can do the things that Matrapa can't do at the bottom. So Sailor, this is nothing new. Sailor is a great player, defensively one of the best players, but in terms of attack, when he gets to the final third, you'll be lucky. And what's funny is that the few times that he's actually played a ball, I'm forgetting which game was it that he played that ball in. Shot! Oh, he should have shot it the other time, a policeman. Oh, you don't want Bogazi there? But he's got cover cabin. He cooked with this back 5. No, he cooked with this back 5. No, give Matala his credit. He cooked with this back 5. But he was not wrong. Something feels wrong about this AFCON. No, I get you, Ngimvu. Oh, ngiyimvu, sorry, ngiyimvu emnyama. I get you. My problem is, it's not about him telling the truth, being right or wrong. My issue is, to what end? What does it help to speak? What does it help? What does it help to tell the media? You know, what does it help to speak about Bogazi's contract when it's signed and whatever? What does it help to speak about these things? If really there's a problem and you feel aware about it, then Jordaan should be writing letters. They should be complaining. These things should have been discussed before the tournament. Telling me, well, okay, what does it help with George? I'm angry. Okay, now what? The truth is out there. Now what? Does it just become a pre-excuse for if something goes wrong that we can reference something, or are you actively doing something? We had a discussion in the Overthinking Football WhatsApp group. We're speaking about oh, here we go, corner. We're speaking about other countries. Other countries are complaining. I think Cameroon has 2 players or 1 player that came back from suspension because they wrote something. There was a thing about Ronaldo and the World Cup, how Portugal fought that thing and got that thing. They appealed it, got it taken away. And I'm like, why isn't Safa trying to do the same thing for Abombogazi? Like, talking doesn't help. You have to act at some point. But anyway, 28 minutes in, it is still 0-0. The game has simmered down. And this is where I'm afraid. I'm afraid that this is what you want then. You want Bafana Bafana, even when they've got the ball, they want to do things. They're now being forced to play a little bit long. Or now Cameroon has realized that, okay, we need to sit back. Look at how they've changed the top from a 2-1 to a 1-2. Right? These things. Hey. But anyway, we're losing momentum. Cameroon is coming back. Mokwena enjoys yellow cards. He's treading on ice. Sometimes you need the media when you're not being listened to, OT. To do what, Abuti, undefined? What can they do? Is the media going to write you the complaint that needs to get the thing changed? That's my problem. And you don't even have to go to the media. You just have to go to your guys and say, Danny, Vincent, tokela di ice. Write a letter to these people. Let's put in a proper complaint. Abo Egypt, abo Morocco, they put in proper complaints. Just saying things out loud is not a proper complaint. But anyway, sorry. Foster has a love bite. Oh, maybe HD too much, man. This game needs Mudiba. Total structure of Safa. How are we going to get a goal here? We're going to have to wait until Boma 65. It's going to have to be a situation that we're going to have to out desperate. We're going to have to hope that Cameroon becomes more desperate than us. Because I think now they've clocked it a little bit, and they've realized that, okay, we're not going to, we can't be relaxed at the back. But if you're also watching, look at, what's his name? Is it Baleba? Somebody spoke about Baleba, but look at Namaso. Look at how now they've realized that, okay, Bafana's strengths are out wide. Look at how they're trying to tunga it in the middle. Now. They're trying to play through the middle because they're realizing that Kabini, Mudau, and then the 2 at the back, there's now spaces. They're bringing the 2 10s back in, and they're saying, let's play the ball up the middle. And that's where you're seeing them. They're not able to get to the front just yet, but they are starting to play in that center a bit more, and they're stopping to go out wide. If you've noticed, just that little change now. You're not Egypt cupping. Gavin is useless. I'm scared, but I'll tie the liver. Jay, now I'm not saying anything. It's the people in the comments. I haven't said anything, me. This game requires us to be clinical when we get opportunities. How? Pastor John Stereophonic has given a prophecy. Final prophecy, champion score in 90 minutes. We'll tell you the winner at halftime. Oh, it's coming through. Mokwena very comfortable when playing with Obas. Maramong Mabu, did I not say this? Samuel Eto'o. Fired people when he took over. That was unnecessary by Ngezana. They're starting to get pulled out of position. They're starting to get pulled out of position. Hey. Oh, Ngezana, dear Lord. Anyway, 32 minutes in, free kick to Cameroon. I'm looking for 25,000 likes. Then you guys can join me on the live and speak to me while I'm here by using the multi-guest button on TikTok. But then half time, we're going to let 5 people in. We're going to have a discussion about what we've seen in the first half. You should have played that ball back in. Who's number 2? Amedeo, you should have played that ball back in. Are you really trusting your set plays that much when we've got Gavin, Ngezana and Abo Foster to give us a bit more height? This is not the normal set pieces you'd get. Ngezana has never looked comfortable with the ball, says G. The love bites are caused by the after effects of suction cup therapy or cupping. Abo? The love bites, it gets a fit.
What shall we do?
Ziyakhala and ziku loudspeaker and I couldn't into it off. I no couldn't into it off. I ziyakhala ke manje. I ziyakhala ke manje.
VAR, is VAR coming to help? Is VAR coming to help? Is VAR coming? No, that can't be handball.
Kasongo ye Mumbali nanga Kasongo mbona wewu.
You don't take your chances. Wait, is there hope? Is there hope? Yeah, VAR check, they say it's a goal. It's a goal. Oh, that cat. Someone must kill that cat. Oh, Nkosiami. Yeah, VAR is saying goal. His hand is not in a, or are they saying offside? Are they calling offside or handball? Because it can't be handball. The hand is here. The hand is here. The hand is by the body. Hey, Angaz. Look, Samuel Eto'o sitting next to Terry Jordaan. Terry Jordaan, do something, man. Yeah, no, it is a goal. It seems like it is a goal. King, are we still waiting? Wait, let me turn on the volume for the... Okay, wait, we're still waiting. No, it's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal, guys. Yo.
Eniyabona uRaf uzi inkomo idlichapisi inkomo kuRaf inkomo idlichapisi inkomo idlichapisi kuRaf noma ngathi inkomo idlibhabhrugam ke hey kuRaf bafethu kunzima.
Hey kunzima guys, kunzima. Izinto sijikile. Cameroon, after taking heavy blows early in the game, are now sitting with the lead.
Jikile izinto manje. Bathi lithatha semnyango lemeke emsamo, lithatha semsamo liphose emnyango. Ethe mina manje
And the back five is coming apart. Oh, Nkosi yami. Yo, CBC. Can you guys talk? Oh, Ngezan. Oh, Obaz. Yellow card. Oh, Nkosi yami, shaking.
bathi ukusheka ngesizulu nje yami.
Oh, qhaqhazela.
Waqaqazela. Why you qaqazeling, my brother? Relax, go.
No, Oluwasei, you have to take your chance when you get your chances. I was literally, my fear from the beginning of the game, when they were missing those chances, is that at some point, the team is going to wake up. At some point, that team is going to go, no, man, we're very wide. They're blocking our channels out wide. They're isolating our two center backs. They're isolating our two tens. There's going to be a point where they wake up. There's going to be a point. And unlike other African teams, when these teams here, well, unlike us, the other African teams, when they score, they try and get that 2, that 3, that 4. They try. Yo, guys, must I tie my liver?
I'm scared, but I'll tie the liver.
Oh, Namaso, yellow card, Rev. This is where you see the tactical discipline of our players, or lack thereof. They're going to start looking for the ball in places where they shouldn't be looking for the ball. And once they start doing that, they're going to open up this game, and it's going to go from a back 5, back 4 concept into a back 3, back 2, because we're looking for the ball. If you saw what happened there before the Obas tackle, Bogazi was gone. Mbwemu was standing alone. Bogazi had to run from the side to come and support. If a ball was played through, hey, but no, let's tie the liver. Let's tie the liver. You have to know that these things are going to happen, and you have to get back up. You know, you have to get back up. Shot. Oh, yo. We're even hitting ourselves. You have to get back up. You see? Opposed. You know, Egypt did this to us when they went down to 10 men and we were starting to get desperate. Yeah. Relax, OT. Always panic. Okay, guys, it's fine. I'll keep quiet. But anyway, guys, how are you feeling? Ukila says we'll create again. Just an awful time to concede. Really has to take more touches and draw fouls. We're too far away from each other now. Thank you, Lyle. You see, now they're going for 4v3. They've woken up, essentially. It's going to be harder to score. They've woken up. But we need Mudiba. Karab, we need Mudiba. In this game. There we go. There we go. Oh, Farah, God send help. Hey, pass the prophet stereophonic. Our Father, God send help. It's over now. The low block the whole game, says Kuti. Foster can't time his runs. Cameroon back, says Tiro. I can't get on. Says Apiwe. What is the point of removing Mudiba? It was for frustrating Cameroon on the wings. Gavin is a better Gavin is a better defender. So it's not easier for them to go up the wings. They love going up the wings and crossing the ball. That's what they do. Okay, have you gone back to 2 up top? Okay, you're going to suffer then. You trust Foster to pass? No, I've said that if we're playing this football, I want Mahopa. But I don't want to take anything away from Foster. If I'm being honest, I want Mahopa to be doing that. We should have capitalized on the chances, says Veronica. They're starting to frustrate us. Ngezana led cost us a lot. This game needs matrapa. Matrapa geko. I told you this ref hates SA. We don't have enough runs on the left-hand side. Guys, number 5. Tolo has a yellow card. I don't know why Apolis, we haven't been playing to Apolis just to put him under pressure. Look, you see the 3. You see the 3 I was telling you about? They've gone from the 2 to a 3. That's why Unagidi came on, I guess. That's why they brought him on. Air Force One says no need for relay. Yo, Moremi will do magic second half. Foster must force things, says Real Talk Channel. We need Ndamani in and Ngezane out. Oh, great tackle there by Ngezana as we speak about him. But to remove this relay person, Wem's first touch, I don't know why he started it. It's been a liability. We need a proper 10. How's that not offside? I understand it touched an SA player. Well, they didn't show us the replay. We need to put the ball down and start playing football. That's not the foot. Ay, Marataila, Maranani. Ay, Naitanda, let put the ball down. You know that's not how your team wins and how your team plays. You know that, Tyler. Bafana Bafana has not been a put the ball down and play football team unless Ilahlili team, unless it's Namibia that one game, they don't put the ball down and play. But yeah, pay no mind when SA fans praise you, they turn on you fast as Pasguelaga. Oh, Pasguelaga, are we with the other account, Chembe? Even Wadu doesn't play relay in Apolis. Hey, yeah. Guys, relax, guys.
Otakula, mudimu uentse metsi. Inwa metsi utakula pelo itla tutumela. Otakula.
La penis kalena. Uwa lena ba penika. Da peniki shatot.
Guys, we just need to keep our heads in the game right now. Yeah, there are holes and all of that, but you just need to keep your heads in the game. We can't be shaking, all of us. They must come back home. Hey, man. Yes, let me go eat, says Lilo. Morilla is going to score, says Simply Answarable. Why play long balls? You keep losing them. No, Tyler. It's easy to stick to a plan when you are on top. Easy. It's easy to say no, Lyle will drop in and you need the player to make an off run in behind. When it's 1-0, our players tend to then revert back to their base instincts. So you'll see a lot of our players now scouting, looking for the ball, looking to be the hero, looking to open up where you don't need to open up. That's where you just need to be a little bit patient. But here we go. Just a little bit patient, just a little bit more, disciplined. Anyway, we've got a corner. The pressure is being applied by Bafana right now. We've got 3 minutes added on. Remember, halftime, I'm going to let 5 people in. And if you're not part of the 5, I need you to tap the screen so we can get to 25,000. Then you can be part of the people that come in the second half and just tell me what they're seeing from the game. But right now, we are 46 minutes in. We've got about an hour 30 left of this first half. Cameroon, no, it's not offside. Oh, it's not even offside. Yeah, it's not even offside. Actually, they showed the lines, even though they just flashed them, because the heel looked suspicious, but it was not that clear of an offside. We must just go back to nowhere. The sub from Cameroon sucked the life out the room. Yeah, no, Shembe. Like I said, they stopped making Tolo fly. Not so bad. They stopped making Tolo fly and they look at the 3 now instead of the 2. Hey, don't get too excited, gents. Don't get too excited, please. What happened? That's a goal kick. Oh, yeah, that's a goal kick. Why didn't Buemo? Okay. But they edited the footage. Do they need just some AI time? Is that what you guys are saying? Matala will leave before the World Cup, says Tyler. We are out, says Aiko. KP says Nkoten Fukeng together. Hey, agent, that's good. How are you feeling this morning? I wonder agent is the one that I listen to when there's feelings about the game. It's not the cats. Look, they told him to sit down. Alright, guys. Do you see? Nikita wanted to get up and start running, and they were like, "Hey, Rula Fatsi. What are you doing, boy?" But we should start preparing for the World Cup. Bruce is doing just fine, says Imvemnyama. Rokupa Obri second half. Obri? I don't know, eh? But anyway, we are heading to halftime now. Let me just make sure that we're ready here. It is halftime. Cameroon takes an unlikely 1-0 lead versus a Bafana that had 3 or 4 straightforward chances to end this game very early, and they did not take it. Let me just get my stuff in order here, then I can bring people in. Is it time maybe for Mahopaldinho, Mahopatowski, Van de Mahopa? Okay, I just want to make sure that we're good. Okay, let's see. Okay, guys, remember, tap the screen, 5,000 likes. Then all of the people who are in the queue right now, you'll be able to come in and we can speak about what you've seen. But right now, I'm going to let 5 people in. Let me start with Oluwase, my brother. Welcome. How are you doing?
I'm fine, my friend. I'm watching this game with keen interest.
Yeah? Well,
yes.
Why? Tell me why.
Because I want South Africa to win so that they will play us. I want us to be the one to knock South Africa out.
You want a replay. What are you seeing from this first half?
See, South Africans are not, they didn't take their chances. They are not playing bad. The goal will come.
Yeah.
You understand? They didn't take their chances earlier, but I think they are not playing bad. You understand? It's just that goal, but nothing more. South Africa, if they continue playing the way they are playing and they are clinical in front, I think they are going to win.
Do you think that Cameroon can frustrate this Bafana team?
Yep, that's going to be the game plan next. Because Cameroon knows that South Africans are better in the field of play. So they'll try to bring more men backward, and they'll try to frustrate the South Africans. And if they keep frustrating South Africans will keep making mistakes. You understand? And and eventually South Africans might come out and they will do a counter attack and may get another goal. So that is what South guys should watch out for. Frustration. South Africa might even get card eventually.
So there was a lot of space in the first 10 minutes. Do you think there'll be that space in the second half? And do you think that your Mfukengs are going to be able to be?
They will not. They will not be. They will not be that space. South Africans need somebody that can hold on to the ball now. Somebody that will take the ball to the Cameroonians now. They will not be that space again. I can assure you on that.
Okay, Olosa, I'm going to come back. Let me go to Agent. Agent, welcome, my brother.
Shalom.
We're shaloming. Is it not jihad?
No jihad today.
What are you seeing?
I think we should approach Macmillan and the likes to write a book about African football. Something about unwritten but unbreakable rules of African football. Because this is African football at its best. It's not the one that will create the most chances, that will play the most beautiful football, that sometimes gets the results. For me, this goal felt like Mvala own goal at Loftus.
Yeah.
Just a dagger to the heart.
Yeah.
And that's African football, unfortunately. Because I believe we caught Cameroon off guard. Because what happens usually is with Cameroon, they are playing the 5-3-2 that we are playing because they have 2 center backs, 2 left backs, and a right back. So they do have 5 defenders, same as us. And then they have Baleba and the other guy who are 2 defenders. Can you mind muting there, brother?
Who's on? Oh, is it always say? Okay, I'll just. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. You do have 2 CDMs there, Baleba and the other guy. So we're playing the same kind of system, Now, the difference in this game is Cameroon expected that Bafana Bafana is going to come in, play their usual position football, and we'll hit them on the counter. So what happens is we reverse the roles and say, you can take the ball. We're the ones that want to hit you on the counter. And the one thing that Cameroon does usually is they have that good over the ball ball.
Over the defense,
over the defense, yes. What we did is we close them down quickly, and the moment they play it, our because of the number of defenders we have, we push the line a bit back so they don't have that chance. So what a great plan by Hugo Bruce. Today, Hugo Bruce and his money, just that, like I'm saying, African football has its own things. You don't take your chances, the bigger team will take the chance. And that's what is happening now. But, Gezana, in closing, in the last 8 seconds, sorry, Mr. OT, you are not good on the ball. Why are you trying to be Sergio Busquets? Just play the ball. Give people who can play the ball. That was an unnecessary foul, man.
Okay. Pastor John Stereophonic, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, my landlord. Hey, yeah, no, man.
What's happening?
Before I start my comment, let me start my comment. Kidumedishe Putewe Ratarang, another landlord, the comments and the panel. Agent took the words right out of my mouth. This was just simply African football. And literally just that one chance, and now we're on the back foot.
Yeah.
And now it's like you have choices to make where you try and get a player that can hold on to the ball, because now we're sort of just swinging balls to the wingers and they're not necessarily getting there.
Yeah.
So now what do you want to do? Do you want to stick to what we have with the back 5, or do we take out one, have a midfielder and play our normal game? What people believe is our normal game. So it took the words right out of my mouth. And when I was mentioning champion score, it's because of how I'm seeing the way chances are being missed. It will just take a moment. And that moment happened with the Cameroonian goal. And Kio Profis, champion score game.
But isn't this I know we're saying African football is like this, but isn't this a South African problem? That we've seen a lot of our teams do exactly this, and then the other team rebounds. I mean, we saw it in the last game. If not for Washington Arubi and other things happening, is this a South African problem?
It's been a problem for maybe the last 2.5 decades. We've seen finals where we take control of the game, we create chances, but then suddenly it took just one moment, and then suddenly chaos happens. And then when that chaos happens, and one thing I have a problem with our fans, and they can come at me and say I'm a false prophet. One thing we have a problem is that now, instead of trying to analyze to say what the problem is, we scapegoat people. We scapegoat them. I think if Foster did not score, he was going to be our generation's Phil Masinga. Where you're like, the striker serves that purpose for that coach. And because the fans are like, but no, man, there's Jerry's Kosan, there's Manmane, there's Mang. Why is Phil Masinga playing? And this is what's happening with Foster. Now there's Ngezana, which, yes, we can say, every time we see Ngezana, we always khathazel as fans. And no, but it's been a problem. It's been a problem.
I'm gonna come back for time. Let me bring in Mtakababa. Velile Mtakababa, welcome.
Hey, mnyaka omusha mntawaba kunjani?
Hey, mnyaka omusha, same problems, but mina ngimnandi.
Hayi nami ngimnandi akunankinga. Just to for uclear izinto zibe lula. Hugo Bruce uya ku World Cup akayindawo. Everyone who's hoping and dreaming ukuthi Hugo Bruce will be sacked. Keep on dreaming. Ngoba siyazi ukuthi agenda yenu yini. Pitso Mosimane nabo Rulani dala bayihlulekele. Badlisa ngabo Ethiopia le. So ningasibangela umsindo. Hugo Bruce uqualified uya ku World Cup. Okwesi-2 uMatrapa akekho esquadini please. Usele ube Bloemfontein. Akekho eMorocco. So ayikho leyo option. Ayiya uphela umsindo na akekho naye lapho. So please asiyeni phambili. Kwesi-3 Mntakababa. Alikho iphutha la. The plan was well executed according to the coach's instruction and the way he set up ngakhona. It's just unfortunate that we didn't take our earlier 2 chances. If we have taken those 2 chances, lomsindo suzwayo kuba siwuzwa nje kukumanje. So it's unfortunately we didn't take our chances. But yeah, I don't see anything wrong. The only thing njengiyibona kuphela A1 ukuthi when you are going to play that system, the most you are taking players of which at our point now we've got Uri, no Forster, no Apolis. You need those players, especially the wide one, to be pacey because we know if you are going to play that system. And your players, the wide players, they need to be have an ability to take on one-on-one. There's a chance one-on-one. Apolis had a chance to get play one-on-one. We want the 18. Take that player on. When a VR, like if you is a penalty, take that player on. And secondly, the goal considered just a mistake because the same Ngezana is doing the same mistake against Motaung against Egypt. We have already won the ball. We are in front. This is the playing. We are in front. Use the ball. Just protect the ball. Acting like this thing. So it's not a mistake. But corner. Sikhalile ngimasibona line up ukuthi iyodlalwa kanjani lento kodwa cha bona yona yenzekile according to the way coach bekayifuna. Asithathanga ama chance wethu nje kodwa sithemba ukuthi second half sizolithola igoli ngoba abekho labantu abekho. And one thing angayilungisa because ukabini ngale angazi role yakhe ukuthi yini is whether he is supposed to defend or to attack because nasekudefend akekho xa ngibona umbokazi kuphela. And then when we move forward full urile when he moves when he attacks inside akagijima to a left hand side. I think that's why Umudiba on this one. I think it will come in handy with attacking abilities as compared to Ukabin. He will be able to run on the side if Ugile can just take in. Really is still okay. Apolis need to pull up his socks because uyakash. Awukwazi ukuqasha nizodlala ni-3-man attacking team. Awukwazi ukuzifihla. You must always avail yourself and make sure that you take the chances. Phela, but now so far I'm okay with what's happening. Ngiyathemba ukuthi second half sizobuya.
I'm coming back. Let me go to Usentabo. Usentabo, welcome to the show. Tell me, what did you see, man? Go first, Tafo.
Hey, OT. Mfethu, are you good?
I'm good, but I'm tying the lever, but I'm good.
Hey, yeah. Hey, OT, let me start the way I don't usually start. You know, at some point, ingati I could have resurrection power, ne?
Yeah.
And then Becky Bomber South Africa kaufe, la di supporter, and resurrect them again. You know why? We are asking for lack of better words. We are hypocrites. I don't want to lie. We are hypocrites. We have seen the mistakes in Ngezana before the AFCON. We know where he lacks. Why not taking Damani, who is good at playing with his feet in this game? Because Ngezana, remember with Angola, OT, Ngezana olatilemu to line with no threat. I'm a shoulder tackle. Now, the ball, before the mistake, Ngezana has a ball coming straight for his forehead. He did not want to go for that header, OT. Obata Obona striker, say shorter than him. What does he do? He missed it. Mudau Amokavara. The second time, it did not happen. Ne? Now what happens? Williams is under pressure. He scooped it. The ball went again to Ngezana. When he has to relax, take the ball to Mudau. Most of the time, check. Ngezana does not play the ball to the right where it's safe at the line. He's playing it inside where it can be intercepted anytime it's a danger. But where we are hypocrites, and I'm sorry to say this, we are team supporters on account of our national team. You understand? This is where Mudiba, he's a need. A police udochite spani. So who do you need here now? You need a person like Chandre, who can be there, hungry, young, abatang improver. Foster, he is doing good. Why? Ore bapala di fleet. And I get on at the recreate the spaces in behind the recreate this thing say OT. The recreate the chances are much clearer. The team is perfectly set up. Ngezana needs to come down, OT. He needs to come down. But now, I wonder how is he going to come down, because after the mistake, Oboni now Cameroon, high attacker, yes, I think if he Babalileka, TLB, Baya Street, because they know Modau is going to overlap. So we have to be honest. Hugo Bruce has done the best job. So no, we need Ngezana relax. You have Obasi who's protecting the defense very well. Let's play from the ball from outside. Cameroon haina defense OT. Every time we have a presser, defender katawana dia penika and they lose the balls. So we need them to at least saying Baba Fedi ball reba press, otherwise take the ball a police, go to Cameroon, have a Fedi Faulo or else Foster. Better work rate, otherwise give us Mahopa, and then Nambule, I don't recommend him in this game because he's going to stay leba and that's where the game is going to end.
For time, I'm going to jump in. I just want to let everybody give me their changes and prediction. Oluwasei, can you please give me your changes and predictions for the second half here and the game? If you see, it's let me go to agent, changes, prediction.
I would take out Wengezana and then put in Mudiba and then put Gabi inside and then let Mudiba be that side. Precisely because I think he is a red card waiting to happen. For the same reasons why if I was on the Cameroon side, I would remove the number 5 because he's number also a red card waiting to happen. So yeah, I think Ngezana out for Mudiba and then... you know, Mufokeng is one player that can provide a moment of magic. You know, so I'm reluctant to do it, but I'll take him out. And then I would bring Moremi or Nkota. And then, yeah, I think we can get something from this game because Cameroon is a weak team, guys. It's a very, very weak team. And something that I forgot to mention, Umbogas is man-marking Mbwemu.
Yeah.
And that's and therefore,
that's the problem.
And therefore, Cameroon now has no outlet. So with the big teams like this, what they're gonna do is they're gonna say Mbwemo, drag Mboga is out of position and we'll use that space. Yeah, but
I haven't heard a prediction.
No comment, Mr. Oti.
Prophet John, stereophonic changes prediction.
Well, initially I said Kabini for Mudiba, but I'll have to change. I agree with agent with that. Ngezana out, Mudiba in. And then as time goes by, I think Mufokeng from quarter. So yeah.
Wait, 2-0.
Yeah.
Okay,
school is out.
Velile sengikunikeza isikhathi nje uthi ungene angazi ukuthi ngizobuzana.
Mntaka baba vele laqhamuka vele ngakulo le side solokushiwo la sikwekela vele khona ngani but ne it's just a lot of concentration. It's a corner kick, we win the ball and then masquerade siyalala. So it's just nje angas.
But I guess I won a lento before. This feels like a lot of the games that we've watched in Africa, man.
Then now we've got nothing to lose. I think Matala now needs to make a change. Needs to make changes. You need to put on your attacking options. If you have to sacrifice that defender one, both Ayanza for keeper and Ungezana, and let the other one put Ukabina inside, and then let's just try to see. But now it requires a change of whole system, man. Because if we concede in just 3 minutes, second half, then we need to change, and it's 2-0 now. Now we've got nothing to lose. We need to throw all your powers now. If put in Umuremi again on left hand side, use the pace. Umfokeng angiboni sazamdinga manje. But surely it's time for sacrifices now. It's time for It's time for sacrifice. Abosibisi bayeka umuntu ahead ayi-1. Like umuntu like umbhekile
Alithugilwe.
Ayi utatata kudlala amabhuluku endodeni straight.
Let me let Sundowns come. Is Sundowns 2-0? Yes. Foster. Oh, Nkosia Musachiga. Oh my word.
OT, this game is not lost. To regain the confidence for Amajita, please take out Ngezana, put in Gavin center back, put Mudiba on the left. I agree with the guys. Here, OT, once we do that, Majita said earlier, we have 3-2 here. Remember Gabon. You remember the game of Gabon? How early Cameroon scored. As early as Cameroon scored, Gabon missed sitters until the game end. And Cameroon is not there. They are very full of mistakes. There is no cohesion at the back. There is no communication. Once Amajita, they come down, they play their football. OT, we can even sneak it 3-2. We can even sneak it 3-2. But shame. I'm not attacking Ungezi. We just have to be honest. Right here, he is costing us.
Okay, no, guys, I couldn't even give my thank you to the guys that jumped in. I'll open just now for everybody else. I couldn't even give my analysis. It is 2-0. I think what scares me in this situation is that you throw everybody forward, and Cameroon and a lot of the other countries are way more direct. They're way more intentional when they play their ball out and they're going on the counter and they're doing whatever. I don't know if we're as intentional and can be as forceful in what we need to do now. So hopefully we can wake up from it. But yeah, no, Racheka. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna say too much. Let me open, guys. We did reach 25K. Thank you guys so much. Please don't forget to carry on tapping the screen. Yeah, we're gonna continue. If you're new here, don't forget to follow. Please follow. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. to properly discuss everything. But we are 50 minutes into the game. Add 45 to whatever my timer says if you're looking for the time. Unfortunately, my timer doesn't go up to 90, so we'll just have to do that. Bongs, 51 minutes, 2-0. Can the boys come back?
This is South Africa. We've never seen South Africa try a comeback. It would be a miracle to see this team do a comeback.
Yeah.
Number one, I did say, why don't you get the band back together? And people thought I was crazy for telling them that the previous team was the one that was waking. This one is not waking. Number two, in this game,
guys, please mute when you come in. Mute when you come in, please. Yeah.
In the first half, we didn't take our chances. We had 4 chances to put the ball in the net, but we failed to take our chances. And now that Cameroon got that first goal, they got the confidence, and now the confidence grew for them to get the second goal.
Bongs, how much of this comes down to we don't have a plan B? So we often speak when we're watching Champions League football that your plan A might work for a little bit, but at this level of football, things can change very quickly. And you saw Cameroon making some changes, changing how they attack, changing how they play.
Yeah.
And we didn't have an answer. How much of that is also an issue here?
It's a very big issue. South Africa never has a plan B. Most of our teams in our league never have a plan B. Because a simple thing like playing Egypt, remember how Egypt was defending against us? We couldn't even break a simple low block, ultra defensive low block. So how can we have a plan B when we can't even have a plan just to break a low block?
Bongs, for the last thing here, how is this going to end? How is this going to end?
I can't say how is it going to end, but for sure, tomorrow we are picking.
Okay. Let me bring to Patrick. Patrick,
it's back to PSL. Back to PSL.
Let me bring you to Patrick. Patrick, welcome to the show.
How's you, Mr. Toti?
I get that ring. I'm sad. Hopefully the boys can find something. What are you seeing from this game?
I'm seeing a weakness of South Africa's top two teams, Sundowns and Paris. Basically, both teams cannot defend set plays. Both goals came from the same scenario where we clear the ball, but we don't clear it far enough, and then it ends up coming back and hunting us. That's just how Pirates and Sundowns concede. That's just how they concede. They can't. South African teams don't know how to defend set piece. I don't know why. Is it there's no emphasis on that, especially when it comes to this competition? I really don't know. But also, I'm also seeing another pattern, the slow build-up that Sundowns usually do. I see that again, and it gives Cameroon, even if they are taking, it gives them time to recover, and we can bring them down. So that's another pattern that I'm seeing. There's a lot of side passing. There's a lot of keeping the ball for the sake of keeping it without hitting the opponent. I mean, if I'm going to keep the ball in front of, if you're going to keep the ball in front of me, I don't mind that. Do that the entire 90 minutes. Have the ball as much as you want. And also, our striker, we don't have a lethal striker. Foster does not force matters. As a striker, sometimes you need to force matters. You need to be on the neck of the defenders. Be sharp. He wants to trap every ball that comes into the box. He wants to have a first touch first. Even there's a ball that came in this half where he should have just went in first time, but he wanted to have a first touch on it and a second touch, and the ball escaped him. So I think we need somebody who's sharper in that box. Maybe Makhopandowski will do and will allow free Mufokeng to try to attack, because Foster's not giving us that. But anyway,
is it just very quickly here then? Is it a case of not having somebody who's sharp, or is it a case of we don't create clear-cut opportunities for our strikers or the players up top? I mean, you can say the same about Mofokeng. Outside of the first few minutes, we don't have a move. We don't have a direct thing. Does that play into this?
Like I said on the previous games, this whole playing defensive midfielders does not help us to progress forward. It doesn't, because now you need a Mofokeng that needs ball to come to him quickly for him to do something. You want him to be one-on-one with the defender that is trying to that is not completely in control of his body. But now the build-up is so slow that by the time the ball gets to Mofokeng, the defender has now composed himself. And oh my God. Oh, CBC. Sorry. Mr. T, let me pause for now.
No problem. Look. Now, guys, I know it sounds like we're hating or whatever, but what I'm saying is, look at how direct Cameroon is when they play the ball up. We know what we're going to do, right? We know how we want to exploit. You see it with Egypt. I spoke about Egypt and their counter, where I was like, Egypt's counter, when they play the long ball, they played so early that the defense is out of place, right? There's a direct, oh yes, Rile! Oh, Rile, Pali! Uhetela guy! So that makes Abo Foster look weak. That makes Abo Rile look ineffective, because by the time we want to do something, Cameroon is already sitting back, right? So that's why I'm asking that, guys, is there a thing in South African football as well? We know the way we score goals. We know we're expecting a star performance from somebody to put it into the corner and just to hit it into the corner out of the blue, and that's how we build and play. Is that not part of the problem? But anyway, CJ.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Otiman. I'm watching this game from the SABC Plus. Cameroon has just scored. What's the score? The first goal. They just scored their first goal.
All I can say, it doesn't get better. The news is not good.
Listen, Mr. Oti, I want to agree with the previous speaker that it's funny that I want to agree with him that these two goals come from the two big teams as weaknesses. Funny enough, the both goals, the players that cleared the ball, when clearing the ball, place it directly in the opponent's feet are both Pirates and Sundowns players. You were Sibisi with the first goal and Motaung the second goal. But funny enough, these goals are attributed to Ngezana for some odd reason, which I don't understand. Now, Ngezana must be the one that must be subbed away. Secondly, I hear Mr. Oti Hugo Boss saying, well, in preparation for this cup, I asked that we go to Vietnam so we can get used to the rain. So the rain today was not favoring us. I'm anticipating. A lot of excuses. But anyway, Mr. Oti, Cameroon said, you will have the beautiful game. We will just have the goals.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. And I don't understand why are we blaming Ngezana when CBC was outplayed in that second goal. And CBC is the one that plays, even in this first goal, his clearance is the one that went back into the Cameroonian player who scored the goal. But for some odd reason, we are going to blame Ngezana. Funny enough, we are going to play Ngezana for some odd reason, which I just do not understand. Now we are blaming Line that is not a lethal striker. Hey, Bo. Look at this guy's positioning. Look at the header that he had in the first half. It scrapped the bar of, or it could have been a goal. It was very close. But now he's not a quality striker. Now we want Mahop. Aye, guys, come on. Mr. OT, all I can say is that.
Hopefully your stream catches up, but it's not good news. Let me go to Butlari. Butlari, welcome. How are you doing?
As expected. I'm not going, Trumpo. Sorry, guys. What can I say, man? I'm not okay, but we did say when the tournament started with Bo Agent that if we could get to the semi-final, it will be by God's grace. Nothing different. I'm not going. We started well as expected, the first 2 minutes, but we couldn't even capitalize on our chances. And then now we are being punished for that. And we are not coming back to this game. Typical us, we don't take our chances and then it's done. So, Babi Ekaya, as expected, which I don't know what you guys were expecting. Tinabanya, we are okay. It's painful, but I guess it's one of those things where it's as expected. Umadala is not making changes and Ungezana is to blame for everything. But to be honest, is it only Ngezana that made a mistake? Is it only Ngezana that made a mistake?
I want to ask you, are you seeing the same old patterns that we see when we watch African football in other places? So when we're watching African football, CAF Champions League, CAF Confed, whatever, we see similar things happen. You know, you dominate a game, then all of a sudden you're losing 2-0. Even first half, end of first half, Cameroon had 2 shots on target, by the way. You know, we only had the one, even though we had this great, amazing play and the chances. Is it just the South African thing that we need to work on now and say, guys, kill when you kill, or kill when you get the chance, and be careful, or people are going to kill you the other way around if you don't do it?
Oji, And I will say this, and I will say this over and over again. This is tournament football. I think people need to understand and move away from the both junior kind of vibe that you need to play well to win. The fact still stands. This is tournament football. Even if you can have a 90% ball position, the other team plays on a low block, breaks on a break, they score and they win the game. They've won the game. It doesn't change the fact. So I think South African players and us South African, we need to be realistic with ourselves. Good football does not always win the game. An example of that, it's mokwena, rulani mokwena. I've watched his games with Lona, MC Alga. He has totally changed how he plays. Now he plays a low block. He's no longer that beautiful football, but he wins games. His defense is solid. He wins 1-0 and defend because he understands, I guess, African football. So I guess we need to get into that because we are not good scorers, man. So there's nothing that's going to happen. That makes late substitutions. The least we can get here is 2-1, man. Other than that, Babi Yakaya, there will be discussion about Mandala for World Cup. But other than that, they are coming back home.
For time, I'm going to jump in. Let me go to Ntaganipo. Ntaganipo, welcome to the show. How are you feeling? How are you feeling about this game? 64 minutes in.
So, Mr. Oxy, how are you?
I'm good, thanks to you, my brother.
I'm good, Mr. Oxy. This game, Mr. Oxy, mixed emotions. Mixed emotion. I think we've been exposed as South Africa for our football, and our lack of finishing has been exposed, which we can't finish even at the highest level. And I think this thing, like if we ask for development here, like because I was even watching under 17 and we had the same problem. We're just passing the ball around. No one wants to take the shots. So I think this is a development thing because are these people taught from a young age, you could see how or we're again and I think it's a football culture thing, a problem that we have. Ngoba ngiyazi nami ekhaya kulezi zinto ezimnandi noma ngathi yini somlanda azodlala ngoba umnandi. So I think inkinga yethu ukuthi we think ubumnandi is enough, like we don't development yethu. I don't think it's as simple as changing a player. I think it's grassroots.
Do you think we value goals as South Africans?
I don't think so. I don't think we value finishing because you can see it it's being exposed in our football. We can pass all the things that we glorified. We are doing them. We can pass. We can turn. Saiskini, Mara, Kora, a score, Mr. Osi, a score.
Okay.
We're supposed to be 2-0 up in the first 30 minutes of this match. So I think that's our problem, and I think it comes from the grassroots because most of our players. But Mr. Osi, Abomfuke is an exception, but we know most of them from development are they taught from a Putu finish kanjani, or is there talent that makes them reach this far? Then from there, 17, 18 fella, you can't coach you how to finish when you're playing with people who've been being coached how to finish since they were 6, 7, 8, 9 years playing in development. Because you can even hear when England, when they talk about football, these people, they learn technical stuff like at a young age, with positioning. Sinabasifundise into leyo Mr. Osi ePortuguese. As long umnandi until ufika na-18 usole contract ku-Pirates, then sebanele bacoach ku-Pirates into bokumele uzazi kudala, like uyintwana, like development, shaya ibhola enethini. Like development, Mr. Osi, I don't think you should be teaching that at the highest level, how to kick a ball into a net. You must know this. You must know how to position. Basic esifundiswa ku-academy. So I think thinking is broader than player with. I think we don't take. I think if development is like development, like say do we put money behind our development, investment, technology? Because even how the ball moves on the grass at this high level, we're not used to it from Jolupo.
For time, I'm just going to have to jump in. Bafana Bafana have a free kick. Relay winning a free kick for Bafana Bafana. It's time for Mokwena to give us something magical because we're 67 minutes in. It is 2-0. I want to bring in Lufuno. Welcome.
Hey, Georgie, how's it?
Retiring. We're hoping for magic.
We're hoping for magic. Yeah, look, we have to hope for magic because at this point in time, football will always teaches you lessons. That when you don't take your chances, when you have the opportunities, you're going to pay for it. And this is the game of consequences. In the first half, we had clear-cut chances that we supposed to have buried. And it shows the inexperience in terms of where we are in terms of this tournament. You know, you can get away with that in the PSL, but you cannot get away with this situation when you are playing teams like Cameroon, where they have a lot of experience. Most of their players are playing football in Europe. Some of them are playing for big teams. When they have an opportunity, I mean, we were beaten by our own mistakes again today, and poor defending once more, similarly to what we've been talking about against the game of Angola, where we considered a silly free kick. Again, you can see here, we gave them gifts. The problem with us, when we play opponents, we give opponents free gifts. But when we have to score, we have to labor. So I mean, we have almost 5 defenders, and we still concede goals like that. For me, if you add more defenders, it means you have to defend. You need to defend better defensively in terms of your defense organization. And we failed to do that. I mean, both goals could have been prevented. I mean, it's a gift. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You see what I'm talking about. You see what I'm talking about. We give freebies. That is a free. It's a gift. You understand, Georgie?
Yeah.
So today we learned a lesson. I mean, we could have closed it in the first half. We had good opportunities. I mean, that relay ball should be in the back of the net. That Kabini ball, he's alone, he's ballooning the ball like he's defending. I mean, Lyle tried with the header, but you know, you can blame Lyle as much as you like. If you don't create chances for him, there is nothing he can do. Lyle, he's a goal poacher. It's one of those guys, you need to give him opportunities to take shots on target. He will score goals. But if you don't, then it's just unfortunate that we will all sit here and say Lyle that, Lyle this. You know,
I wanna ask you 2 lessons, two more lessons that I want to ask you about. Number one, I want to ask you about our play. Do you think that we play well? Like right now, you see when Cameroon wins the ball, it's 2-3 passes. They put your defense under pressure, right? They know when they get the ball, they go from here to here to here. Number one, and then the second thing I want to ask you is, in general, when we do come out and we play against Cameroon and these guys, you know, Cameroon made a tactical change early on in that game, in this game, after seeing us have those chances, and they sort of shut the back door. We couldn't reply. Tell me about those 2 things. How do you feel? Do you think that's the South African football thing?
I want to blame the coach on this one. Some of us, we cried that we are playing a lot of weak opponents towards the preparation of this tournament. We are playing Abo Lesotho, Abo Botswana, Abo Zambia. We learn nothing because we don't get exposed to such kind of football. And when other teams were playing Abo Brazil and whatnot, Tina, we were busy playing Abo Zambia. What do you learn when you're playing against a team like Zambia? You learn nothing. You go there, you dominate, you win the game 3-0, and you think you have arrived. Because they don't expose you. They don't expose you to such kind of football where it's about low block. We get the ball, poo. We are already in your face, and then we make you make mistake, and then we punish you. You understand, George? So this is the situation that we spoke about Hugo Ikwala. And you saw it when he select teams that you were supposed to play. We played a big Ghana team in our last game. What are we learning? We are protecting that we have unbeaten runs, or We are playing games where teams going to expose us. You know, in every friendly game, we will take lessons. Even we lose, but we take lessons to say we need to fix this area, we need to fix that area, we need to fix that area. We knew that out of the group stages, we are going to play teams. Your west your west teams like Cameroon that are physically demanding, but we didn't pick the opposition that we were supposed to play in terms of preparation. We played weak opponents. That from my opinion. So that's why when these guys allow you to have ball position, they allow you to have the ball. They make sure that you don't score. But when they have an opportunity, then they punish you. You see, that's where the problem is.
But for time, I'm gonna just jump in, guys. It is still 2-0, 73 minutes. Cameroon still having chances on the counter, still catching us out at times, still looking a bit strong on set pieces. Mokwena did have a chance that was saved by the goalkeeper from a free kick, but other than that, we haven't really looked as dangerous going forward. Okay, here we go. Oh gosh. Let me go to Matthew. Matthew, how do you feel about this game? Welcome.
Sure, Mr. Oti, and the panel. I think it's just simple from the onset, from the selection. Madala compromised. I don't know why do we have Tylen Smith? Why do we even have Campbell and not playing them? We wasted slots, Zabo, Matrapa, and other people that could have been put in there. You understand? So today's game is just a depiction of the fact that we are like we don't have depth coming from the bench, and yeah, I think and also the fact that we were not clinical in the first half. We had the game, the first 10-15 minutes of the game. We had a Cameroon with its balls, but we couldn't convert. You understand? So I think this is just a call, a humbling call to Madala to say that he needs to be more open when he does his selections, and it speaks also to the World Cup selection. He needs to be more brother, and we can still go far even in the World Cup, but we need to have more players which are more experienced, like the lack of Tembazwane, the lack of your Matrapa, and other experienced players were also needed here.
Do you think? Guys! Very quickly, but do you think that also our exposure at the top level hasn't been enough?
Well, I think that it is the truth, right? Our exposure is not that much, right? But also this also goes back to the fact that Sundowns hasn't been doing well, and remember that we depended more of this on Sundowns and whatnot. So I think as we go back to the PSL now, and we have the games and we have all those players coming in and playing your Tembazwanis and all of that, we need those players back. If I was Madala, I was going to say that even if I was Mem Kelele, I was going to recommend that he take people like Tembazwane, Yomatrap and whatnot. They haven't been having good game time, I understand, but playing them 45 minutes, 40 minutes or so, those guys have real influence into these other young players. So yeah, but we just have to go back to the drawing board. I don't think we go to Konum Tofile Lapa. We have lost, and Nati from the selection we already knew.
Okay.
But it's good for us that we go into the World Cup. Thank you.
For time, we've got 13 minutes left of this game. It is still 2-0. Let me bring in Ngobo. Ngobo, welcome to the show. How are you? Ngobo, can you hear me? Let me see if I can't help there.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I've got you, my brother. Welcome. What do you think of this game?
Now, I wanted to tell you earlier when the game was starting, when I was asking you when you're going to open live, then you said, I must wait. Why should we wait until things They go bad, then we talk.
Oh, it's a tradition here. We've got rules.
No,
Win
you
or
must
lose.
you must change it. You see now.
Uh-uh,
You see now.
uh-uh.
You see now. The people who see things when they saying it doesn't matter. Now it's too late.
Is it too late for Bafana? What are you seeing in this game?
It's too late for Bafana.
Yeah, man.
It's too late. So we missed a couple of chances. Even our commentator said there was a chance where we got where he said before Foster touched the ball, he mustn't touch the ball. Then Foster touched the ball. Then he scored it a penalty offside.
Mm-mm.
You see. So it's either when we're going to a World Cup, are we saying we need a new coach or we need what? I don't know.
Yeah, man. Will a new coach help? Because, I mean, these players, a lot of them are full internationals. They are full Champions League players. They are full everything. Mara, now they're not doing much here.
You can be international, but it's not full everything. It's either local or it's mixed. Then we accept the defeat as it is.
Yeah. Mara, will the coach change anything? Because, I mean, Tebza, if we take a player like Tebza, he's had Bruce, he's had Cardoso, he's had Mangoba, he's had Rulani. Is there anything more you can give to these guys? And do we have other people that we can bring in? Oh, God. Okay. We'll come back. Let me go to Levi. Levi, welcome.
Oh, Mr. Zoti, how's it?
I'm good. Tell me about this game. What are you seeing?
I am tactically frustrated with how Bros made his subs.
Okay.
You have two of your runners subbed off for a defender and a striker in Mahopa. But Mahopa and Lifeforce have never played a single game together. We have never had
almost 3. Oh, Nkosi yami. Anyway, sorry about that.
When was the last time we had 2 strikers on the same field at the same time as South Africa?
Yeah.
Now you have subbed on Mbule. Mbule, although he can make those turns and receive and take shots, but he's not a runner. He's not willingly running for every ball, collecting back, going forward. He's just there. You have 5 defenders, you're trailing 1-0. Why not sacrifice one and put in an attacker in maybe Muremi or Nkota, someone who's willing to take at the goal?
Yeah.
Without trying to penetrate the 18-yard area. How many shots do we have off or on target? Ishaya ndodeni iphela lapho. Apollos tried to shoot, but iphela ndodeni. I don't see us coming back due to the fact that we have 2 strikers who are fighting for the same ball. One doesn't go to the back post. They both are taking the near post. None of them is anticipating where the ball is gonna fall. I don't see us coming back at all.
Is this something similar that we saw versus Egypt? Do you think that it's something that can be fixed?
Against Egypt, we were too cagey. Bros went to Egypt thinking, if I get a draw, I'm good enough.
Yeah.
That is where, and what's most frustrating about Bros is that whenever he's losing, he doesn't sub off a defender for a striker. He rather sub off the little attackers that we have for another attacker, which is frustrating because you're losing already. There's nothing different you can do. Just attack and throw the kitchen sink. We'll see it forward. Now he's losing 2-0. He's still bringing on defenders. For what? For who?
Okay. For time, I'm going to jump in, guys. We're in the last 10 minutes of this. Let me go to Ushembe. Panskwelanga, or am I allowed to say it? Am I allowed to say it, or must I?
Speak the truth, my brother. Speak the truth, my brother.
Tell me about this game, man. Tell me about this game.
This hurts, bro. This hurts, bro. This hurts, bro. This hurts, bro. I need to de-invest my emotions from Ebola, man. You know, I don't want to be too negative. CBC's cheeks, bro. Yeah, CBC's cheeks. CBC's no ways. But I don't. No ways, bro. CBC keep pampers.
And I don't want to be negative. And the first thing he says, Mrs. Cheeks.
CBC is a pampers. But look, I will say, contrary to, you know, everyone's frustrations, I think that Hugo actually, in terms of formation, Hugo got it right today.
Yeah, he had a plan.
That back five was looking scary, man. That back five was looking scary. And I think any team that wants to go pound for pound with Bafana Bafana, even in the World Cup, is gonna have a lot of trouble. I think the problem always comes where we see with our club football, where once teams play a mid-low block, we don't know how to open that low block because our players are sort of stagnant, you know. No one's going to come collect the ball in order to make space behind them for someone else to come occupy that space, you know, like there's no... You see that movement that we had against Zimbabwe when we were making them shake now, where Zimbabwe wasn't tracking the runs that we're doing. You know, we're not seeing a lot of that. You know, I wish our players were a bit more mobile and not so stagnant. You know, and get out of this mentality of hoping that the star will change everything for you. We need a system. We need a system, man. And I think team has cowards at the end of the day.
But do you think, Shembe, do you think that we prioritize goals? Like I've said this a lot on the show, that how Maracais just go and move, guys, ball from here to here to here. It's either you shoot or you put the defense under pressure. Do we even have that, or is South African football, like you're saying, predicated on the star must do something, the star must star?
Yeah, I mean, it's even things that we show a team, like literally team ibhola ekhasi njami yasibulala because good team akunamagoli. There's no two balls, and good team you can't ushaya ibhola ngepower elibhayi because ibhola mila le kude siyakhingeka bekufanele solilanda esigangeni, and we sing that thing follow us even into professional football.
That's a core memory.
It's stuck in their brain. Amachita sabu khabi ibhola because lizoya next door besubana uzolanda. You know what I'm saying? Like lento engiceda ukuyibona yaka la ibhola li Mr. Foster and then la Mr. Umuda futhi hayi uthi. But I will say uMadala had a plan today, and the plan lakho belishisa. It's just ukuthi lento kungabi ne-plan B when teams just do that low mid block. Asazi ukuthi senzeni. Sundowns doesn't know what to do. Pirates doesn't know what to do. You know, so I really don't know what the answer to that mid low block problem is going to be, because if every team realizes that, oh, this is all we have to do to beat Bafana, then man, it neutralizes indlela thina esidlala ngayo, Mr. Oti. You know, because I don't think we've been outplayed by any team at this AFCON. I don't think we've been outplayed at all, Mr. Otsi. You know, it's just that teams just know that let them play their pretty football. We'll sit back and take our chances. You know, just like we did, just like Cameroon did today. Cameroon ifile ayikho le team, Mr. Otsi. So into yenza ukuthi bephungu le game umsi sishawe i-team efile ayikho le team. Cameroon yaphuma
awafanga bayawina. Abafanga siyayithanda lento yokuthi ama-team afile mara bayashaya thina sifanele.
Sure bathathile amathuba, angiphiki bathathile amathuba mara ngathi like it's not like they got their chances from build-up play.
Go!
Yes! Yes!
Are they saying no goal? What's about? No. They're trying to hold the ball. Makubaldinho!
Yeah, we give the game away. Okay, bye-bye, Mr. Utsi, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bring up agent, bye-bye.
I'll say 2-1. Do you think that something can come from this? Olwase, are you with me?
Yes, I am here with you.
Yes.
How are you, my brother?
Look, there's a little bit of hope, but the time is going.
No hope. Forget it. It's done. I told you if South Africa, that first goal they scored South Africa is a killer shot because the South Africans will come out and Cameroon will punish them. That is what I told you in the halftime, right? That is what happened. See, forget it. That goal, nothing will happen because Cameroon will rather die than to allow South Africa to score another goal. They will go down except a miracle happen. If this goal have come earlier, South Africa would have won. But this time is almost gone. South Africa, Cameroon will defend with their life. Watch.
So what lessons should South Africa? What should we take from this?
See, I think what South Africa should do now is, I think they should learn to be physical in their game. If you watch, when it comes to physical team, South Africa is always at disadvantage. Like if they play Nigeria is very physical. If they meet any physical team, if South Africa meets Senegal, they will still play the same thing. South Africans are not, they should work on their physicality. That is what I think.
Yeah.
When they meet a physical team, they should work on their physicality. They should work on their mental states. You understand? The minute if you are able to show, maybe when a game starts and Cameroon South Africa comes out, the minute you show a little resistance, the South Africans go down. That is it. They should work on that.
Do you think that South Africans should also work on our play? Like, we're not a very direct team. We look good, we play the ball, but we're not direct enough at times.
No, South Africans is just unlucky today. Those three chances they got earlier, they would have, if they buried it, it would have been a different ball game. They play beautifully. They should just work on their on their physicality. They are good. The team, they have a very good future.
5 minutes.
They'll do well. They'll do well in the World Cup. They will do well in the World Cup.
5 minutes added on. Are you saying there's no chance here?
No chance. It's done. This one is done. Sorry.
Yes. Oh, damn it. Okay, no. Let me bring in. Thank you, my brother, for time. I want to bring in agent. Is there hope? Macho Patowski.
Evidence.
Evlala.
And of course, someone saying the chances that Foster scores doesn't Mokopa score, but you're not there.
I can't. No, I don't want to say anything.
A goal changes everything, Mr. OT. A goal changes every little thing. That's why I don't know what to comment. Oops.
Guys, please mute.
Abuti, Bongs, or you wanna come in before me because
mute Bongs.
Okay, yeah,
man. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
The thing is, OT is ahead of me, man. The thing is, OT is ahead of me. So, I don't know what to say, but I don't know if I'll be able to come back.
No, I got my bearings because I know when I come out.
Mr. OT, we gave our best. Is our best at the end of the day always good enough in these tournaments? Maybe not. And I think it's going to be difficult to blame Hugo Broos for this, because I always ask a very simple question. Is a tactic good because you end up winning, or a tactic is good based on the rationale of it, and the outcome that happened in the game? Because it is possible that you can hit the post 5 times. Does that make the tactic bad because you didn't score? So I think we had a good game. We gave our best. Was our best at the end of the day good enough? We'll see in the next 2 minutes. But I think we need to export a lot of players. I think that's a conversation that we need to have.
Is it exporting players, agent? But I hear you on that chat. But isn't it also? I know I'm harp on this point a lot, but we play beautifully. Ba pasana, ba etsa ntho tse kaofela, mara there's no intent in our play to go and score a goal. You get what I mean? Unless it's a specific type of situation. And if you close them down from that situation, now we've got no moves again. Right? Like you saw even when we played Egypt, they go down to 10 men. There was a point where they looked really dangerous because Ashur and Salah knew exactly what to do when they got the ball. Do we have that type of thing in us as well to be more direct, to actually have a plan outside of the tactic, if that makes sense?
Hey, you know, things are wrong when you have made all your subs or all the subbing slots and your defender and one of your players gets injured, but you're not there. No, Mr. Oti, I think it is. There's too many people here for me to step on toes on. But there's some teams that, if I were to ask you, how do they score and how do they win games, you wouldn't tell me. Me and you know. You know.
No, khuluma
Let those who have ears listen. You know,
Okay.
so it is that typically we don't have a system or repeated action that produces results. You know, we will score goals, but how do they come about? But that's the big question. But for me, Mr. Oti, I want to come to this point. This is the last chance. Give him ball, guys. I don't think I remember Ngezana scoring from this. What happened?
No. They've got a corner.
Mr. Oti, can I get the last minute when the game is done? Because I can't comment here.
Okay, final minute. I'll wait. Then I'm gonna take the last few people. Get lokwala when we're done. But right now, it's literally 10 seconds past 5 minutes. So the allotted time was 5 minutes. The game is done. Cameroon has beaten South Africa. It's official. 2-1. The boys are coming home.
It's coming. Okay. Now let me comment, Mr. Oti, in closing. We need, our players have a ceiling. You know, we can say what we may about foreign players. There's a ceiling that we have with PSL players. We saw in Club World Cup, Dortmund was there, but they beat us 4-3. There's a ceiling that we have. You know, so we need to export a lot of players to get exposure to being able to be clinical like this. I know Foster is not a good example of what I'm saying, but that's not the plan. That's not the point. But I think let's accept that in as much as we played better, we have played Cameroon, player for player, they are better than us. Let's accept that.
No, we must stop this thing of saying we played better, guys. I'm tired of this thing. That's part of the problem.
The best playing team in AFCON, Mr. Oti. What time, Mr. Oti? I want to say, I want to say this, Mr. Oti, that for me, I don't know if you recall, and I hope, and I think in the group I pinned the message. At the end of the AFCON, I said a simple thing last season that I don't think we'll do well the next AFCON. And Abuti Khutse is here. He said your school doesn't see far. And for me, it was a simple calculation that we are not going to come into this tournament as the underdogs. Everybody knew South Africa. Everyone could play for South Africa. And it was always going to show, you know?
Okay.
So let's accept that we exceeded our expectations last season. Last AFCON, and this season is not a failure per se. Thank you, Mr. Oti.
Okay.
Guys, let's support our players. Mental health is a very good thing. It's a real problem in South Africa, guys. Let's not bash them. Thank you.
Let me go to Bongs. Guys, I'm going to ask that we be a little bit quick now for this part. It is the end of the game. You know, I don't stay long for this. I need to go do my reviews and stuff. But Bongs, 2-1 loss. Is it a bad thing necessarily?
Before I get there, I just want to say on a lighter note, at least Kaizer Chiefs players are not to be blamed for this loss. Because if Kaizer Chiefs players were there, Nere the scapegoats of South Africa. That Bolam
Kiongezana
are the ones
former.
who
Kiongezana former.
we sold him. He's not a Kaizer Chiefs player anymore.
That's why I former play.
No, I guess I'm consider. I'm for a reason. I guess I'm consider.
Okay.
Anyway, OT. Wa bona bontate moholo ke batho ba jwang ke batho ba stubborn ba sa batleng go mamela Hugo Bros o tlweletse dithunya kwana hae so this is the result of losing. How can you put Mokgopa so late o bona go Mokgopa is giving you something? Look, Mokgopa was getting those high balls and getting those crosses. Bona no o kgone go kry at least a goal back. Even though we lost the game, Mokgopa was doing something better than what Foster was doing. You were saying it, Foster was holding the ball and turning back instead of shooting. Mokgopa did something better than what Foster was doing. I don't know why Hugo Boss was still putting Mokgopa on the bench, because Mokgopa does something. Even though Lerato Mita a central defensive striker, he does something positive for South Africa. Not only for South Africa, look at Pirates, why yet? Why yet? Look at Pirates, what produce something? Something, offer something. But now coach ya no dula mo beile benching. And e ka go kwatisa Hugo Bros ha mo jwetsa gore anke mang a ska nka mang. E ka re ke motho a kwata nka re ona re ba kisa this time go no. Ha ke banke batho ba no ke tsamaya le batho bana. How teta o tlo bua on the media gore o nka players like Bo Talon Smith le Chandra Campbell for experience. Why o banka for experience o sa ba bapala? Why don't you do what Jomo did Gavin McCarthy or Mobapadis? Maybe I can refeel something then. Maybe I can refeel a comeback. I can I nahana le.
Okay. Marabongs for time. I'm gonna jump in. Guys, remember, for time towards the end. Eric, let me bring in Mtakaba 2-1.
Yeah, Mtakaba. No. Siyabonga. Good substitution Mudiba. We've seen the difference that he made when he come on spaces Kakabini. And also Maufage we play Jogomakopa and we're going to play them with Foster Pambil. I would have preferred Maga keeper Uri, at least Gubufage Unkot, because at least we would have a combination of speed and also power in taking shots Mapalin. But ngesizwe lakuhlambele ngakufelwa team idlale kahle even na first half usually even na second half you could calculate the number of missed chances that we esingawaskoranga. There were clear cut chances that we made in the second half, and I believe if we would have taken them then we besingakhuluma esinye story. The guys played well. The tactics for the coach today, they were spot on. It's just that we didn't take our chances. It happened. It's a tournament football, and it is what we always preach now and then, Guti. Sometimes when it comes to tournament football, it's not about how good you play. It's about just progressing to the next round. The same thing that we did even on our last AFCON, because now people they've got amnesia. They think as if last time when we go AFCON to number 3 we performed better. We didn't. We've won most of the games on our penalties. We didn't perform. We didn't. So it showed. It showed. Sometimes on a tournament football, you take your chances, you score, you move to the next round. In Cameroon, they were not that good. Namhlanje. We've matched them. We created our own chances. Just when they took their chances and scored. But if we should have done that not in the first half or even in the second half when we've got a chance to do that, but basically let's say Pambili. But this is what's supposed to happen, vele. We're going to prepare for World Cup. Hugo Bros indawo. Senga campaign enenzing ngoba ngiyazi ama campaign wabalandeli babo coach abathiza azoqala. Ama coach la eSouth Africa nabo anama supporter wawo. Bazoqala ama supporter labo coach and try and campaign for ithandwa zabo ezahluleka na before ezahluleka ukuthi Hugo Bros uya ku World Cup. Lama players owathatha futhi sizowasupport. They might have made mistake and left some of the players. It's fine. We've played, we're out of tournament, we're preparing for a World Cup. Akubuye ekhaya kuzoba mnandi. Ngisahleli phezulu la ngithi. Ngizoqhubeka lapha engigcine khona.
Oh, nazo.
Yabo.
Oh, it's fine. Mina, Gavin Hunt for coach Ngandala. Let me go to stereophonic. Stereophonic Pastor 2-1.
Champion score.
Yeah.
Upper Mangawam. But look, two things I want to mention.
Okay.
In the eyes of South Africans, this match was an example of where expectations met reality.
Okay.
I will explain later. Secondly, in the eyes of the world, we're probably the most disappointing team in AFCON. But that's the eyes of the world. They don't know what we know. I wish I had said it in Afrikaans. They say it better.
Oh, hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie.
What the judge? Now, with this game, to me, let's not take a negative and say we lost, because at least with this one, we came with a brilliant game plan, and unfortunately, mistakes cost us. But what it must tell us, that we are not where we're supposed to be. As much as we must understand, if you come with a favorites tag, we're not really the favorites. But expectation of us was to at least make even the quarters, if not the semi-finals. But unfortunately, we are where we are. And I think we as a nation, we should take this and say, in order for us to at least do better for the World Cup, look at our mistakes, and then we correct it from there. Otherwise, to me, the economy, critical but stable. Otherwise, what's it? Go betway kwa.
Okay. Malume Kuzo, 2-1. Unfortunately, the boys are coming home.
Hey, so baba. Yeah, so baba. It's not nice, eh? It's not
Yeah,
nice.
it's not nice.
It's not how we wanted to exit. But very nuestro we Cameroon very says I shoot esan. It's actually early, man. Abasatasinika boma Tanzania, boma Angazi, man, Mozambique, something nice, you know, something to get us by. Hey, it's actually early, man. Let's be honest. We all sensed it, Miss Matola, you know. And some players were exposed. I think in one of the panels I said Tebogo Mokwena is bored. First 3 games. That when big games come, you'll see who Tebogo Mokwena is. And Fanda Khai, ingwenya beitika. Ingwenya cream oti. Tebogo Mokwena umnandi. You understand? When kicking one ola manaporea man. Maga how be the challenge ka pela hai. Utlo bonse ya caba ngwenya ehlale emathwele ebhemayo.
But he hasn't been challenged enough.
Yeah, but Tisha but you know you've got a good future ahead of you. If you join the Imets Olympiad, make it to win his school Imets Olympiad, you will your payment foot. I think that's Dave's, you know, he's that good. But VIP and Nishavan Avant. That was not the performance. In defense and in attack, Motaung can do better. I think he can do better. I would hate to go into a mode where I say maybe the bigger teams, but Mokwena did not perform properly. Not Mokwena, man. Motaung. He can definitely do better. And going into the World Cup, I think this is a challenge to all PSL teams to say we need players, both right back and left back. Those guys need competition. Umatuludi is challenging. But he needs to challenge properly now. He's not a contender. He's been a pretender. It's time for him to step up. Abu Van Rooyen, Abu Konjobanle, Sundowns, Pasadine. I'm disappointed on Pasadene's behalf because Sundowns has just signed another left back, but it could be a blessing for Nuguti. It means he's on his way out ASAP, you know. Amachita, man, they need to sharpen their swords. Even really. This is a tournament. He needs to understand Uti. You need to be clinical, Mr. Uti. You want to learn Cameroon le 19 le. Okay, yayibona ukuthi bayashutha na 90 lento intshebe engaka shefile yonke into mara walibona di-pause di bulehile wabona ga wena sane go tlwaela mpe wena sane tlo go tsona le 19 mo nathi mele siqala ukufoja lento leyo ukuthi silokho sikhuluma nge-age cheating la ekhaya oppress ama-play. It would be nice for uTebogo Mokwena right now go back to the 21-year-old because yafana naye lezi mara sina 21, you know. But I feel like really man, he needs to understand which you must bury your chances. Namanya ma player Uspola, not the best of tournaments. Really tried. Vandaag did much better than the whole tournament. Even Umudiba Vandaag did very well, Mr. Uti, compared to the other 3 games. And I guess maybe they did well because there was no defensive duties when the 2 came on. So they did not have any defensive duties. So all in all, Mr. Uti, unlike Bafana Bafana, EPSL Yabuya, there's a team that's sitting on top. No, I'm just saying, I'm now speaking from the top of the table. I'm no longer speaking Villa 16. Mr. Uti. And looking down from the top, I see Uti amakapa we coming bigger pants. Meaning now I feel lap Mr. Uti. So how much they need to do much better, Mr. Uti. PSL needs to be more interesting. The next 5 months, Mr. Uti, has to be blockbuster. We need a proper team going into the World Cup. We do have players, even these players, I think all of them, they gave a good account of themselves. And then what's disappointing, the tournament yonke, Mr. Uti, I think I even mentioned it the first day, the time management from Abu Refri. Time management from Abu Refri is just insane. Uti, you signal to us, Uti, you're stopping the clock. But you never stop the clock. We have 5 minutes. Within that 5 minutes, people do everything and anything to slow down play. I'm a player. We are Kichima. He slows down. He walks. We are Puma, and then when we get a game exactly in 5 minutes, even Cafe's game, Cafe's game against Angola, against Egypt, where there was a sub, where came big VAR check. And then during VAR check, Papa missed 2 minutes. You are thinking to yourself, how? How are you lifting the board? Sisa checker VAR, and then checker was 2 minutes added. I'm thinking to myself, like it make you putting yourself under unnecessary pressure. So in terms of my call, they've been good, but in terms of time management, they can do better. This guy, angazi uthini la. Owakuphi lo muntu? Thank you so much.
For time management sake, Gavin, let me go to Vutlari. Vutlari, please close it for me. 2-1. What are your thoughts?
But alwehlanga happened. For me, to be honest, OT, it seems like it's deja vu. We've always spoke about this. We played well, whatever, but at the end of the day, it's exactly what happened. So as Apodu Coach was speaking, I felt like, but this conversation we had before, after either a Champions League game or something, exactly conversation that we are having. So, hey man, it's sad, but that's when we start to realize that we are playing tournaments. We are playing tournaments and they're making noise. We are playing tournaments, so we have to be realistic with ourselves, and the only thing that we have to do is win games, and that would and I think it doesn't matter in this case. But Mokwena played well today, man, and Umbogazi played well first half. We couldn't see him at all, but all those things, all how the players played, it's not gonna be seen because we lost the game, man. And it's so sad to say, why are we having the same conversations over and over again? I think earlier on I did say that we need to move away from the talks of Junior Khanye, that we need to have control over the ball, 70 ball position, 5,000 passes. Those things are not productive. If we're to look at Cameroon, they play low, but when they break, they know who's where, and the runs and the break exactly. Like it's very fast. Within 30 seconds, you are already under pressure. So those are the things that I think we need to learn from going into the World Cup. And I guess we can't blame Omar. Yo, sorry guys for the noise. Yo, Malanda, who's calling you? For the So I was saying, as we go into the World Cup, I think Madala. You see, the first 10 minutes, we thought Madala was a technical mastermind. You know, he was a genius because of how fluid we were. I guess he is. So it's up to our players to take it. Man, let's move forward to the next year. Perhaps maybe they can bring Okeka and better experienced players for something that maybe we can get something out of the group stages, perhaps. Maybe that will do us well in the World Cup. But other than that, man, it's Changana bara Shababa, Mbilamela Kuyima, Afsakis Shababa. But man, we are coming back home. Some of us, me and you, will be stressed the entire 6 months. Chiefs stressing out day in and day out. And then more rumors of Rulani coming back to Kaizer Chiefs will escalate. So I didn't want us to talk about PSL, but we are there back again. So but thanks OT, man. See you next month.
Tomorrow.
See you soon, man.
Tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys. This is all I'm gonna say. There's two things I want to end off with. You can't rely on magic all the time. Not witchcraft, not eggs, on magic, on players putting up their hands all the time. It works when you're playing for Zimbabwe. It works when you're playing for Angola or against Angola. It works when you're playing against the smaller teams. But when it becomes where you're playing a big team, Cameroon is ahead of us. There are 4 places ahead of us in the world rankings, for example. Now you have to come in and execute. That means finishing. That means coordination. I saw somebody, Africa Best, using a word here, coordination. You cannot just think that Uril is going to pop up somewhere and somebody else is going to pop up somewhere and then you're going to do whatever. We looked great for 15 minutes. Why? Because there was a thing that Hugo Bruce saw and he exploited it. But similar to the Zimbabwe game, once you have been found out, you are playing against other people. Other people who also change and move around and do this and do that. And now you also have to answer that. And the space that you had, I said it in the beginning, when we were missing those chances when we were playing, I'm like, but there's a point where they're going to go, you know what, guys, we can't keep doing this. We're going to make some tactical changes. I don't know how much the injury enforced that, but we're going to make some tactical changes, and then we're going to frustrate these people. Our police was nowhere. Right, for example. So we cannot keep relying on that. And secondly, the last thing I want to hear today is we were the better team. This is the problem. This is where we find ourselves in problems. Because we keep soothing ourselves instead of fixing the issues that we've seen. CAF Champions League. We've seen this, CAF Champions League. We've seen this when we played Nigeria in the semi-finals last year. We've seen these things before. We know about the aerial problems, the Sundowns. We know about some of the problems with some of our teams. We know. But you know what happens? We sit back and we say, no, we were better. No, we did better. On the paper, the better team is Cameroon. On the paper, the better team is Pyramids. On the paper, the better team is Ahly. On the paper, the better team is Esperance. Don't care who's in Nilidlalile, Naltacha, Nalisalena, Naenza, Nabamnandi. It doesn't matter. Better is the winner, especially if we keep having the same problems over and over and over again, yet we keep telling ourselves that we're better. I don't want to hear that today, personally. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I will have my thoughts, my full review out in about an hour's time. So I'll have that out in about an hour's time. Then you can hear what I'm thinking in full about this game. Thank you guys so much for joining. If it's your first time, please don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Please don't forget to follow here on TikTok, and please don't forget to support. Thank you for choosing to spend your time with me. Thank you for last year. Last year, TikTok gave me. There was a little award thing where we streamed a lot of times. Okay, well, this show was on a lot. We streamed a lot. It's all for you guys. So guys, remember Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. And then, of course, if Chiefs, Pirates, Mamelodi, Sundowns, Bafana Bafana, or Banyana are in action, we will be here. And then also, we are going to be following some of these games. So I think we are going to follow the knockouts a little bit more. So we're going to have watch-alongs of the knockouts. We're going to see Nigeria tomorrow. And then we'll take it from there. Thank you guys so much for joining me. As usual, Happy New Year. Unfortunately, we're going home. Bye, everyone.